everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Keely and today we are continuing our crochet book series, I guess. This is where I'm crocheting every pattern in this no-sew book by CrochetbyGenna. I have been working on this for about a week, 2 weeks. I kind of started this right before my market on the 16th of May, and I took a few days off after that market to rest my hands because I was kind of going real hard and trying to crochet as much as I could. So I took a little break, and then I did pick this back up to crochet kind of slowly, get back in the groove of things, and that's all I've been working on, is just making some stock from this book. And I'm at the point where I just have 3 patterns left. So I have this mushroom and this little birthday cake, and then lastly is this chili pepper. So just 3 more patterns and then this whole book will be done. Here is what everything's looking like. This is half of it, I guess, of everything I've made. The other half is in another bin because, as you can see, this one's overflowing. But all of these patterns I have really enjoyed making so far. I love the fact that it's no-sew for all of these, and it just makes everything really nice and easy. I'm going to finish these last 3 patterns, and then I'm going to go over which one of the patterns from this book is my favorite. I have a couple that are my favorite, and I think I may just make more of those in some different color combinations for my next market in June. Alright, we just finished the last pattern in the book officially, and it is a little chili pepper. So the last 3 patterns were this mushroom, which it's almost like a fidget mushroom because it pops up and then you push it down. And then this birthday cake. I really like this one. It was fun to make, and it turned out way bigger than I thought it was. But I love this one. It's so cute. Some of these don't have the face details. I am going to go back and do that. So like the nostrils for this little pig here, and then maybe some blush. I'm going to go back and add that, but I wanted to share with you guys some of my favorite patterns out of the book that I definitely want to make again, and in a variety of colors. That first one being this adorable little bunny here. It's got a little tail, little white tail. He turned out so cute. And this caterpillar, I love this one as well. I think this is so fun with all the different colors. And then lastly is the little mallard duck. So I mean, if it's a mallard duck, you can't really do it in any colors, but maybe I could do a lighter green and a lighter yellow. Just try to do a couple of different colors there. I am 40 plushies richer, in preparation for my next craft fair. Now that I have finished the book, my next order of business is to finish the pattern test for Autumn Olive Crochet. I did finish the bodice for the dress. Now I just need to get into the sewing part of the dress, and I have the fabric that I'm going to use for the actual dress or skirt portion. I just need to iron it and cut it out in the size that I need, and then sew it all together. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not really a sewer. Hopefully it goes well. Hello. So last I left off, I was sewing my dress portion for this pattern, and I messed up on it. I ended up sewing the pockets to where the seam side could be seen, where right here you can't. This is the one I fixed and done properly, but you could see the seam as if it was like that, if that makes sense. But since I was not happy with that, I went ahead and bought a new fabric. And sorry if you hear my dogs, they're having fun playing together. But I bought a new fabric. It's kind of this like tie-dye, marbly looking fabric. And I did reuse the solid teal that I had got for the pockets, and I've done everything proper this time around, and I've done all the stitching that or sewing that needed to be done. Both pockets are on. It's a tube. Now we're about to start the scary part, which is actually sewing this onto the crochet top, and I'm so nervous. I'm definitely outside of my comfort zone because I don't sew. I'm so nervous because the bodice took a lot of time for me, and then this took a lot of time for me, and I don't want to mess it up. So I have this scrap fabric on the side here because initially my machine kept getting caught and it was messing up a lot on just when I would try to do a stitch. So I cut a scrap and I was trying to figure out what it was doing. And if you see here, like this mess right here, that apparently is called a bird's nest, and that happens when the top thread isn't properly tensioned. And so I just rethread it entirely all over again, and that fixed the issue. So, but I've been using this to kind of test out everything. So now the instructions say that we need to do a drawing stitch, which is essentially a stitch that will allow you to kind of bunch up the fabric and make it match the width of the bodice that you've crocheted. So I'm gonna test out the drawing stitch on my little scrap, and then we're gonna pin everything together and go real slow, take our time, and hopefully it turns out really good. All right, here is the dress on the mannequin. I love how it turned out. It does have the pockets right here, but I'm so happy with how this turned out. I'm also very happy that I went with this like marble tie-dye fabric instead of the original fabric that I was gonna go with, which is, if I can get it open, on the inside in here, this just solid teal. But yeah, it turned out amazing, and I'm very happy with it. That is going to be it for today's video. I do hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see y'all in the next one.